What up YouTube, this is Bubix once again, and today I'm gonna be introducing about heavy gunners. I'm gonna be giving you guys a class explanation, skills. I'm gonna go over each of the skills up to level 30. Gonna give you some little pros and cons about the class, and lastly how to play efficiently so you don't get lost while you're leveling. So you guys know the drill, you guys know how this thing goes, so let's get started. So before I go, I'm gonna move this down real quick and let's get started. So first skill that we're gonna be looking on will be called Lockon. Basically what it does, you're gonna use up 5 SP, and for 10 seconds in a 9-meter radius, you'll be targeting one monster, and once you get that monster target down, it's gonna increase your accuracy by 11, and then it's gonna increase your armor penetration by 5%. So let's see how this skill looks like on this guy right here. Boop, right there. You see how he got the debuffs on? You see got marking going on? Alright, so let me kill this monster so I don't die while I talk more. Basically what Lockon does is basically it's gonna increase my armor penetration and increase my accuracy by 11, which is pretty cool. Next up we have homing missile. This you'll be using 20 SP and you'll be firing 4 missiles in 9-meter radius, and it will hit any monsters, and each missile will do 71% of the damage. If you have the Lockon target onto someone, then it's gonna, all 4 missiles is actually gonna go to that target. It's not gonna go scatter around, it's actually gonna go towards that monster. So let's check it out. Let me show you real quick. I'm gonna lock this guy on, do the lock on, and you see how homing missile all go, 4 of them goes to that monster instead of going separately. And I'll show you once more without having the lock on ability, okay? If I could find the monster. Let's go hunt down monster. Alright, so homing missile. Unfortunately there was only one monster, so everything went to him. Let me gather this guy as well, so see what happens if we don't have a lock on available. And you see how like damage has been split. One of the missile went to one monster and the other went to the other monster. So yeah, so having a lock on a boss will definitely be useful, because you'll be able to lock on the target and then use the homing missile, and all 4 missiles will directly go to that one monster, so you'll be able to do a lot more damage. Third ability, we have rocket launcher. You'll be using 30 SP, and within the 9-meter radius you'll be firing a rocket. It does, once it hit the monster, it's gonna do 130% of the damage, and once it hit, it's gonna explode and throw down a 3-meter fire area zone up, and then up to 8 people will be taking damage for 260%. The fire is gonna stay on the ground for 5 seconds, and each time it ticks, it's gonna do 20% more damage to the monster, more fire damage to the monster. So let's see how this one looks like. Rocket launcher, it hits fire, and people in the monster who's inside the fire will be taking the blood fire damage every time it ticks. Let's see that one more time. Rocket launcher hits fire, ticks, 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 and ticks, and ticks, and ticks. So yeah, very cool ability, looks fantastic. Let's move on to the next one. We have Shutter Light. Basically what this does is you'll be summoning a small satellite. It's gonna hover around you for 10 seconds, and within the 8-meter radius it will throw down it will attack a laser, shoot down a laser, and within the, and put down a 2.25 meters of shocking electric ray on the ground, and then up to 5 monsters will get hit for 54%. If you have a lock on target onto someone, then it will the laser's gonna go to him, and then for 5 seconds, every 5 seconds, no, for 5 seconds, and each second taking for 22% of electric damage. So if I have F and then shoot down the little laser, each laser is gonna tick for 54% damage, and if I have a lock on, it's gonna only go to him even though he is away. So, and then that's gonna last for 10 seconds. Very useful ability. I suggest you use it on cooldown. It has a very long cooldown, so using it off cooldown will be very beneficial for this class. Next we have grenades. You'll be using 15 SP, and you'll be throwing this to a 4.5 meter, and you'll be throwing 2 grenades, and then after 0.5 second it will explode for 2 meter radius and hitting up to 5 monsters for 143%. And it also gonna have 63% of stunning the monster for 1.5 seconds. So let's see how this one look like. Throw 2 grenade, explodes, and 63% chance of actually stunning the monster, and I was able to get that stun. So let's try that one more time with this guy. Whoop, one more. Throw grenade, explode, he dies. One more time, throw grenade, explode. I suggest using this ability when you're trying to kite the monster. Let's say you group up a little too many, so you have to kite. So what you'll do is throw the grenade, and since it has a higher than 50% chance of actually stunning the monster, there's a good chance that it will get stunned. So you'll be able to stun, run for a bit, able to get in range, and then attack, get close, throw the grenade again, run, attack. So, you know, kiting, one of the kiting mechanism. Let's move on to the next ability. We have flamethrower. I'm pretty sure you saw this earlier, but let me explain what this is. You'll be using 15 SP, and what it's gonna do is within the 6 meter radius, you'll be flamethrowing it, and up to 8 monsters will be taking fire damage up to 44% for 4 times. So it's not just one hit; it's gonna hit for 4 times. So let's try one more time. Flamethrower, hitting them for 4 times. It ticks. The fire damage actually ticks for 4 times after you hit it. This is gonna be your basic SP dump pretty much. So after you use your other abilities and they're on cooldowns, this is what you're gonna be using for mainly for your main DPS. So yes, moving on to the last skill, it's gonna be Gatling Fire. This is the ability that you'll be using the most of the time to get your SP back up. What it does is it shoots for 8 meter. It has up to 5 monsters for 21% for 3 times, and every time you hit them, you'll be replenishing your SP by 4. So let's see what that looks like. So basic attack, you could hold it down, which is good, and you could basically switch it off from flamethrower to Gatling, flamethrower to Gatling. Once again, this is gonna be your ability to get your SP back up, so you will be using this very often. So yeah, let's move on to the passive, shall we? First passive we have is called Body Armor. What it does, pretty much you're gonna get physical damage reduction by 4.4%. I'm pretty sure every time you level, this percentage is gonna go higher, so keep that in mind. Right now it's at level 4, so it's 4.4%. Let's move on to the next one. We have Napalm Shower. What this does is, after you use a fire elemented ability, you'll have a 29% of increased proccing this passive, which allows you to, for 9 seconds, every second it will tick a 3% of fire damage to the monster. You could do it up to 3 times per monster. So what it does, once you get the fire ticking, you see how he got that little napalm shower going on? He is bleeding, or he's burning, I should say. So that is what this passive is all about. Very nifty, you know, damage, even passive damage dot that you could do while using your other ability. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. So some pros and cons. Heavy gunners, one of the downside is it is not mobile character. Once you have to attack, then you will have to stay put and actually attack. You cannot really move and shoot. You gotta be really like settled in. You gotta be like on the ground while attacking. So there's no ability where you could like attack and run at the same time, so mobility is a bit of an issue. However, it can dish out pretty good damages. Also, it can mob very well as well. So it accommodates it. Lack of mobility, however, it can mob well, it can kill well. And then they have other abilities such as grenades that can actually stun the monster, so you could get away, so you could get some range. Once you get close, you could throw it again, stun it one more time and run away and kite like that. So yeah, heavy gunners are fairly tanky in my opinion. For compared to other, other characters, other classes that are purely damage, other than Berserker, heavy gunners are fairly tanky as well. So that's one benefit side of it. One other ability that I didn't mention was the leaping ability. Basically, this is a blaster. What it does is it shoots and then it leaps you back. It leaps you. So everybody has a small leaping ability. So this is the heavy gunners. Looks pretty cool. It's not as far as the other abilities, but hey, at least you have it, right? So yeah, those are some pros and cons. Con being very unmobile character class from other classes to choose from. Other than that, it looks cool because you get to wield a crazy heavy looking big gun that you could just mow down people with. So yeah, that's been a little small introduction of Heavy Gunner. Thank you Tasumi Oga for letting me borrow your character for this introduction. So yeah, there you go guys. Hope you guys learned something. If you guys liked the video, please hit that like button. If you guys want to see more content similar to this, please hit that subscribe button, because I'll be doing this for all classes. And if you haven't checked them all out, I actually have a Berserker video, Priest video, and Assassin video live right now, so you can go check that out after this video. Thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Ciao.